Hello and welcome back to the Tax Channel. Here I try to answer your tax questions. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Today's topic, head of household. Who's claiming whom? Filing status. What does the IRS consider head of household? Why is it so important to claim head of household? And what is the big deal all about? All right, take a look at this chart. If you are to claim head of household for 2019 and you're under the age of 65, your standard deduction would be $18,350. That means if you worked last year, you are not going to get taxed on the first $18,350. That's a big chunk of change. Now, what does it take to become head of household? Well, the IRS sets three conditions, and you must satisfy all three. Condition number one is you must be unmarried or at least considered unmarried on the last day of the year. Now, if you were married, you got divorced during 2019, you are considered unmarried. If you've never gotten married and you're a single parent, then you've satisfied condition number one. Now, you may still be married, but the IRS will consider you unmarried if you meet these five conditions. Condition number one, you filed a separate tax return from your spouse. Number two, you paid more than half the cost of keeping up your home for the tax year. That means you paid the rent or the mortgage for more than 6 months. Your spouse didn't live in the home during the last 6 months of the tax year. Your home was the main home of your child, and you must be able to claim that child as a dependent. If you met all five of those conditions, you would be considered unmarried by the IRS, even though you may still be legally married to your spouse. Now, getting to condition number two, you paid more than half the cost of keeping up a home for the year. For example, you paid the rent or the mortgage for more than 6 months for you and your child or the relative that you're taking care of. Condition number three is that a qualifying person lived in the home with you for more than half the year. For example, your child lives with you that you take care of, but this could also be a relative or a parent that you take care of. The one exception to condition number three is that if you have an elderly parent that's in a nursing facility that you are responsible for financially, that's okay. The IRS thinks that's okay. But the child that you're taking care of must live with you, or it could be a relative or a parent that stays with you. You might have a brother or a sister or cousin, disabled. You take care of them. You're head of household. Now, if you can satisfy all three of those conditions, then you may claim the head of household on your tax return and get a big standard deduction. Thank you for watching this. Please subscribe. Please let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to cover other topics, and I'll get to that right away. And I really appreciate you watching this. Take care. Have a good day, folks.